So I'm at the second stop on Free Comic Day. This is Gutter Pop Comics. I'm looking for some of the books I couldn't find on that first stop. Everyone has been hyping up this Energon universe, so I figure this Free Comic Day preview might be a great jumping on point for me. Spotted some Hellblazer over in the 50% off trade paperback area. I'm always loving those covers. I really dig the old Vertigo art style. And over here we have that new collection, all the books for $5. Looks like some Marvel Bronze and Copper Age, so I'm sure somebody's gonna score some really cool finds in these boxes. And I had to go take a peek at some of the fresh stuff added to the dollar bins.
The new IDW ones are definitely not as they're establishing their own thing. I don't think they are. Fiona gets this really cool, like, Sailor Moon inspired wishing.
There was quite a bit of new stuff that I had missed picking up, so I actually was really excited to grab it for $1. Like Absolute Power number 4.
Seems like a nice
And they had a couple guest writers there signing some of their books, so I will let them introduce themselves.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. David Eagletoft. I wrote this book called The Cabinet, which is a fun adventure series about this young gal. She made a mistake when she was young. She tried to invoke the magical powers of the cabinet, and she screwed up, and she accidentally killed her parents. So this book is sort of like a redemption tale of her trying to fix her past mistake using those same magical powers of the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and the art is by Chiara Raimondi. Not sure how long your video should go. I could keep talking,
You
but
can
she
keep
does
going,
she
it's
does
long.
really fun, colorful work, very expressive. And this is her first U.S. book, and it's out through Image Comics.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, thanks for asking.
Very cool. Yeah, it sounds interesting.
What is You'll Do Bad Things?
So these are not my books, but I'll talk about them.
Sure.
Okay, You'll Do Bad Things is a really great sort of like slasher homage. It's by this gentleman over here, Tyler Boss. He wrote it. You're probably doing a better job than I would. But yeah, it's a really great series about this writer, and it just started. So this issue 1 came out a month ago. Issue 2 just came out on Wednesday. That means issue 3 comes out in a month from now. And it's about a writer who does these really cool sort of like dark writing pieces. He had a hit a few years ago, 10 years ago I think to be exact. Yep. And he was sort of in a rut. He starts writing these scenes that are really, really bloody, and they may or may not be coming to life in real life.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's is he Italian as well?
The artist?
Yeah. Adriano?
Adriano, yeah. Rome lives in Rome, Italy.
Oh, so the artist not only lives in an extremely beautiful place, he creates really beautiful art. And my favorite thing about this is the color palette. It's sort of this great like 80s, 90s B slasher with a color palette only created by an amazing artist in Rome. So yeah.
That is really cool.
So I saw the covers.
And moving on to the third stop of the day, we have Kingpin Comics, and they also had a bit of a little convention going on.
I used to collect all this stuff, but we can't do it.
It does.
They're canvas prints. Okay.
And I was able to find a couple more of the free comics that I still needed. And they also put out a new collection of $5 books. And the last stop was Haley's Comics, and they did have some of the free comic day books. I picked up a couple. I didn't film any of it, but I did film a little bit of myself digging through some of these dollar bins.
And I really would look at it. I haven't had to do it for like
And they actually had some quarter bins too, books that were not in great shape but still readable, and I was able to find a couple books for my Legends of the Dark Knight run that I needed. So we made out good for Free Comic Day. Found a lot of the books at all 4 shops that we needed. So now we'll go home and I'll show you the rest of what we picked up on Free Comic Day. So if you missed my previous video at Queen City Bookstore, that was part 1 of my Free Comic Day adventure. Definitely check that one out after this. You'll see the majority of the free comics I picked up were in that video, but I still do have quite a bit to show. I have 3 stacks from 3 different shops, so let's get right into it. The first stack is from Gutter Pop Comics, and I got the Energon universe right here. A lot of people have been recommending this series to me, so I figured this Free Comic Day edition would be the perfect jumping on point. And you got a cool little wraparound cover there, so really dig that. And then this is something, again, I really don't know anything about. Enter the House of Slaughter. I'm assuming this has something to do with Something is Killing the Children, and that is a series that I do not know anything about yet, but I do like James Tynion from his work on Batman and some of the other DC stuff that he's done. The DC versus Vampires, that was a pretty cool series there. So yeah, there you go. Boom Studios. I had another book from Boom Studios from yesterday, so there you go. Couple cool ones there. And then I actually picked up 4 books from the dollar bins there. They always have great stuff in the dollar bins, especially when I can get stuff just as they are putting it out. So I got a couple Batman issues from the 400s that I was missing right there. And then this one is $4.55. Cool covers. I have quite a bit from this era of Batman. I did a video where I showed most of my Batman collection. Then we have a couple like very recent books that I missed out on, and I'm really happy I was able to find them for $1 because I would have paid cover price for these, but just didn't get them when they were coming out, so pays to wait sometimes. So this is a recent one that they put out with the All-In initiative. This is Green Lantern Civil Corps #1. I love Green Lantern, and the recent Green Lantern has actually been pretty cool. So I'm interested to see what this is all about. This was just kind of like a one-shot type thing. They got the cover A in there. It's a cool variant cover. So yeah, nice variant cover of this book I was already gonna pick up for $1, so not bad. And then we have Absolute Power #4. This is pretty cool. I picked up the first 2 issues of Absolute Power, and then I kind of took like a little bit of a break from going to the comic shop. I wound up getting an issue #3, but I still did not have issue #4, so now I can finally complete that series. I actually really liked the first couple issues. I thought it was pretty good, so there you go, Absolute Power #4 in the dollar bins. Can't beat that. And then the next shop I went to was Kingpin Comics, and I got a couple more free books there. Got The Phantom. I know nothing about this, but I like the cool old school kind of cover. Really cool with the blue and purple. Back cover looks cool. From Mad Cave Studios. Yeah, again, know nothing about this character, so let me know if that's something good that I should look into. And then we have Star Wars, the 10 years of Star Wars. Just figured I'd grab that since today, at the time of filming this, it is Star Wars Day, so gotta represent. And I didn't see any other books I wanted to pick up when I was at Kingpin, but I did buy a drink on the way out. I wanted to at least support the shop in some way, so bought a drink, and I'll definitely be back. They'll see me again, so I'll make up for it. I'm supporting my local shops pretty much every week. And then the last stop was Haley's Comics, and I found a couple more free books and actually a few quarter books, so I'll get into that. So the first book I got, he said most people were charging for this, but he let me take it for free. This is Planet Death, and it says it's from the creators of John Wick. I had never heard of this. Wow, that's a cool page right there. So again, I know absolutely nothing about this, but really cool looking art. So yeah, happy to have that for free. And then this one, I don't know anything about this. I mainly grabbed this one for my husband. Kaigurabachi, I hope I'm saying that right. It's like a manga formatted comic book. And my husband is a little bit more into manga than I am, but I like checking out some of it occasionally. It's a cool looking page right there. nice to see a good variety on Free Comic Day. I'd say this year definitely had a really good variety. And then we have the Free Comic Day Keen Spot Toy Box. This is another one I grabbed for my husband. He's kind of into these sort of cartoony kids books. So there you go, Luke. And I thought at some point I grabbed the Ultimate Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, but I did not see them anywhere when I was going through these books. The last several things I got were quarter books, and these are not in great shape at all. They are very, very wavy, but these are some issues I needed for my Legends of the Dark Knight run, and for me, I just like to read those books, so I just figured I'd pick these up for a quarter, read them. You know, if I upgrade to better copies, I'll just pass these along for someone else to read them. So that's 42 and 43. This is Hot House, Poison Ivy story. And then we have 112 and 113. This is Shipwrecked, 2 parts. So there you go. It's my little comic haul for the day. Make sure you check out my last video to see the rest of the free comic books I picked up. It was really cool to see all the shops doing their own little event. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know how your free comic book day was. And yeah, peace out.